Hello everybody and welcome to episode 33 of Foolcraft. In the last episode I made this cool brand spanking new armor. I'm not really going to use the chestplate because we're going to have the jetpack on there, and I'm going to upgrade the jetpack today as well. And I'm going to show you a few things that I did in between episodes. Firstly, jetpack. I have all the things required for upgrading this, so we can get a tier 3 jetpack, and then we can combine it with this jet plate and put it on us like so. And this ender plate is going to stay in the system until we get creative flight through an angel ring or the creative modifier. But yeah, that's kind of it. The jetpack's going to charge off of my power here, and I added an energy cell over here so we can have a little bit more power overnight, and all the machines can stay running if I need to. What else? I made a flux capacitor so my tools are charged when I'm using them and not only when I don't use them, basically. So because my drills were were running out of power when I was digging, and I have my drills in here now, one with Fortune 3 and one with Silk Touch and the 3x3 upgrade, so I can use this like a hammer would, like I would a hammer. What else? I set up a little bit of auto fortuning. Over here, I have a destructor with Fortune 3 upgrades and 3 speed upgrades. And then I have a mechanical user with 4 speed upgrades inside. And I'm exporting lapis, diamond, and emerald. And as you can see, I have no lapis ore, and I have 4,000 lapis blocks. So as soon as the ores come in, they get processed. Over here, I set up a little bit of auto ore processing. I can just toss ores in here. The pulverizer pulls them out, puts them into this chest, and then the furnace pulls them out and tosses them into the ender chest once they're processed. And I upgraded those to the reinforced ones, to the signalum ones. I have the slice and splice I had before. I have an enchantment extractor, which I use to extract the enchants off of all the books and stuff. I made a magma crucible and a fluid transposer because I needed destabilized redstone for this jetpack recipe. I needed buckets here, and I needed to make these redstone energy flux ducts. This is the atomic reconstructor that I moved, an induction smelter, and another fluid transposer that I used for concrete powder. I also have a black hole tank with essence and an ender tank down here that has like just a conduit on top, and it's exporting essence into the black hole tank. And I want to set up a room in which we have, let's say, liquid storage and stuff like that, or maybe set this up in here. I don't know yet, but I also wanted to play around with the enhanced alloy smelters, which is new in the latest version of Ender.io. And basically it just doubles the speed. Before it has a max of 103 micro infinities per tick, and now it has 206. So the only problem, or the only thing that bothers me is he made it 1.5 blocks tall, or ish, kind of. Look, let me grab just the block and turn on hover mode. And basically, you can see that it's like half a block missing. So the problem with that is you can't put a chest on top and pull and push from the top. So I have to have them like in a row of 3 like that to have it working for what I need. The empower here you already saw, but I have I added a chest with conduit to extract stuff, and then I can just toss things in the hoppers. This I told you about. What else did I do? Down here. Oh. Down here, I added Blizz and Blaze spawners in here. They're just the basic ones, no upgrades, just so I can get some Blizz rods. And I have no wireless transmitter in range. Just so I can get Blizz rods, which need an upgrade. Storage upgrades. Where are you, Blizz rods? Blizz rods, here they are. Boom. Okay. And, oh, no, that guy. You now have 2, probably. Yeah, like so, and that has an upgrade. Wonderful. What else? Did I do anything else that is interesting? I made this guy. It's the LV exchanger from, it's actually from exchangers, but it's like the immersive engineering exchanger. And it has a size of, use comma, is this? Yeah. It has an exchanger size of 7x7, I think it's max. Yeah. And then as you upgrade it, you can get more. And if you look at exchangers, it's not that difficult to make it. It's just copper, lots and lots of copper, because it's the LV wire coil and that. And then you can get the MV and the HV. And this one has the 15x15, so it's the same as this guy. And I don't know why they didn't like add a config so you can make these and use power for them, because they use durability. And I had to have the item repair tablet to repair it, and I can just use these guys with RF, and that should be fine. Yeah, I upgraded all the drawers so they can hold more stuff. So we have a bunch of clay, a bunch of sand, gravel, and all that. And possibly today we're gonna set up probably a lot of the spawners. I want to set up a lot, if not all of them. So basically I'm gonna go grab this bag and grab all the glass that I have and just glass around the entire thing. Basically do each one of the spawners, and don't know which blocks I'm gonna use for these before or in the future, but we're gonna get there eventually. I just used some dent in the back here to make it nice and flat, and basically I'm gonna run the glass all the way around and build all the rooms, and then we can set up all the spawners. I got pretty much all the glass in place. I am starting to dig up a little bit more so I can get a bit more space, and it's not going to be all crammed and just 5 tall. I think I'm going to make it 7 tall. I don't really want to make it like 13 by 13 tall or whatever this size is. I'd have my measure tape somewhere. There it is, tape measure. I think it's, oh, that would be 11 by 11. I don't want to make it 11 by 11 because that's going to be too big in my opinion. And 7 or 9 might be good, but I think 7 is going to be fine because that's as high as I can dig it, and that should be cool. So I already started doing it up here, and what I want to get is to get travel. As you can see on the bottom there, we need an ender crystal plus 16 levels. So we need to get in here, and actually let's do this. Let's go here, say active on redstone signal, and then let's go up top. Zerp. And always active. And then we can go back to storage. I have made this guy a soul binder, and we can take this enderman, and I believe it's a vibrant crystal. Vibrant crystal. Like so. And some levels. I think it's 6 levels. There we go. Can make this with the soul vial, and then I think it said 16 levels. So we can do that and that. Nice. And we have travel now, so we can now zerp all the way down. Oh, is it? Oh, you need to sneak to see the anchors. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that. And then you can just sneak around. That's what I wanted, so I can get through walls, which is really cool. And we can call this also spawners. And possibly say... No. When on this block can be seen when holding staff traveling, or yeah, now we can't see it on, so we can just go down to here, and then we can only sneak to go down to here. I think that should be fine. If not, we can just go down through the floor like so, and then that happens. Okay. Okay. Let me do some more digging. That was a bit weird. And yeah, I'm gonna get the rooms pretty much finished. I'm probably not gonna exchange the blocks yet because I don't know what we want to use yet. I totally forgot to mention what upgrades and enchants I got on my armor and tools, and we have just the regular Unbreaking, Respiration, Aqua Affinity, Mending, Blast Protection on the helmet. We have nothing on the jetpack because it's gonna be changed anyway. And I don't think the enchantment transfers over. We have Protection, Unbreaking, Mending on the leggings, and then Fire Protection, Unbreaking, Feather Falling, Depth Strider, and Mending on the boots. And then I have this this blade that I think the name changed when I enchanted some books on. But I have Unbreaking, Looting, Mending, Sharpness, Sweeping Edge. On the pickaxe, I have Unbreaking, Efficiency, Silk Touch, Mending, and the durability is going down. I don't know if the Mending is working as well. I don't know, but I've been digging a bit, so we might we can do this. We can try a test. Grab some solidified experience, put this in the offhand, take off my armor. Yeah, we can repair it super easily. Nice. And then I can toss the levels into here, and the pants give me speed, so I move really fast on the floor now, which is with the upgrades. I have Empowered 4 on everything. The helmet has Solar 3 and Night Vision, which is on here. You can see night vision. Oh, I need my jetpack. Night vision. There we go. So it's really neat for me to show you down here because this is complete darkness, and night vision, it's not darkness. And we can even take out the torches and put in some lighting later with chisel and bits, I think, to light up this bottom area. I added here a dread lamp because bats were spawning, and there's no more bats now. So we need to configure these guys now and set up everything, and there's a ghost block. Hello. Basically everything is set up for the spawners. I just need to take out the torches and then change the blocks to whatever we want to change the blocks to. But I think what could be cool is if we change, let's say these guys, we grab something from Xtones, that is totally how you type. Possibly one of the black guys, like these corp or these corp, might look cool because they're all hidden in the walls, so you will only see the pattern, you won't see the side pattern. So put that black one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put the black one in all of the where all of this Celtic is, and then depending on which spawner we have, we can change it for a certain block that we want. So for example, for blazes, we would do maybe the blaze block, which is this guy, blaze mesh, or something like in the orange sense, and then something for Enderman, do something different, and then for something else, do something different, which I think might look cool, because then you would have 1, 2, 3 of the things that have like different colors on them, and maybe even add like a border on the back wall, possibly. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna go grab some blocks and start doing some building and also set up the spawners everywhere. A bit of a progress update. I changed all of the sides to the corp, and I already set up the Enderman and the Blaze spawner, and I'm not a fan of that block. I thought it looked cool, but it really doesn't, and I need to change it to something else. But what I did here in the back, and also I have to add some glass, because I'm out of glass here. Glass? Boom, boom. Okay, so what I have is the floor is on the same level. Let me turn on night vision so you can see a bit better. On the same level as this corp is, and then the walls over here in the back are indented by 1, so you get the nice visibility of the corp, and then I just have the glass over it. And I think it looks all right. It doesn't look too weird that I don't have everything indented because of the floor and the ceiling being the same, and then just glass in between each of the sections. Over here, I set up the mob duplicator. We don't have essence here or anything, or power or anything. It's not set up in any way, shape, or form. I just designed the room. I put some laboratory blocks. I think it looks cool because it's kind of like an experimental laboratory kind of thing, maybe, possibly. I don't know. But the blaze I need to change, and I need to find some more blocks for other things, because I have the Blizz spawner, and then the witches and stuff like that, and I need to find all of the different types of blocks. And if you see any block and think that you can tell, like, yeah, that's not how you speak. English is hard. So basically what I wanted to say is, if you see a block that you don't like and you think you have a better one, let me know in the comments. Like, specifically type like chiseled block of that type, of that chisel, or whatever. Like or from Xtones, do Rowan type 11 or whatever. So yeah, if you want to suggest something, I'll take it into consideration if you find something better. I did a bit more work here. I actually decided to change the blocks and also to move the blaze spawner. So the blaze spawner is now here on the orangish kind of block, and then the yellowish kind of block has the blitz, which I went from the color of the rod. If you look at the rod, it's kind of yellowish. It's not necessarily that texture of yellowish, but that's okay. And over here I have the Blizz, and what I decided to do, because I have these laboratory blocks that I also changed to the tiles, is I have this corner block, not the glass, but the one behind it, and it's kind of the block of this room as well. So I had to add a border on the side so I could have the laboratory block basically on the corner. Like, I can show you this here. It's kind of like this. It's chisel and bitsed. So we have the there. I think that's correct. Yes. Okay. So basically it's chisel and bits on the corners, and I decided to add it all over the place. Also here, I think it looks okay. and it's on the top, on the sides and all that. And I think I'm gonna add a border of some kind of color. Like this guy already has a border, so I'm not gonna bother because it's already on the sides and I don't think it really needs one. This one could use like a brown one maybe, from like maybe Greatwood or something, which I also used here. And I have the wisp spawner, and we're gonna run into problems when we set up this guy down here. And for some reason, let me count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the sixth one, I believe, should be good. For some reason, when I place a flux plug on this guy, on every one that I did, it doesn't get power. And I have to then log off, or log out even, and it takes a moment. And then I can log back in. Oh, excuse me. And it should have power now. Once I load in. Any moment now. You can do it. Almost there. Okay. It has power. So I've been doing just the relogs whenever I need to do that. I have the fluid somewhere, and this and that. Nope, don't need that. I need an ender chest, and 1, 2, 3. So then I add the ender chest is on the left, so we can do that and give it all the colors. 1, 2, 3, and then we set insert, extract always active, the fluid, extract always active, and the ender tank, like so. So the wisps are gonna spawn and they're just gonna float around, and this guy can only do with the range add-on of tier 4. It can only do this like bottom block, so we need to get the wisps down because all of the other mobs just fall down. Like Endermen fall down, blazes slowly float down and everything. Also, I'm spawning chickens here because I need feathers for the thing that I'm talking about just now. We're gonna go do that. Here. Storage. We need some mob fans. Like so. And I'm gonna need, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. I think so. And then we need the width upgrade for feathers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12, I think is all of them. And then the height, 1, 2, 3, another 12. I think should be good. And distance, I think I need, let's say 20, just so we can put 5 in each one. I think that should be good. And then we can go down here and let's say 1, 2, 3. I think this should be enough to cover it. Because I think so, because then it's 1, 2. Yeah, I think it should be enough if we add the mob fan in like so. I'm going to go up top and give them some redstone power. 1, 2, 3. Let's actually get in here. Let's just dig up. Grab my drill. Oh, do I have it on me? Or did I put it in here? I put it in here. And let me dig just this little room. Alright, I also added levers on all of them, and there's a new thing. They have a show area, which is super helpful. So yeah, they will cover everything. I just need to add a couple of distance modifiers. Just 2 will be enough. And then we can... Do they also not push players? If that's a thing, then that's amazing. I just need 2 of the distance. 3 of you, 3 of you, 2 distance. And then 3 of you, 3 of you, 2 distance. And then we can go up top here. Close it all up. They're all active. I need to hide the area on this one. Like so. And then we can see if this works. We are gonna do always on. Yep, they're on the floor. They die. Nice. And this is gonna get filled with different types of V crystals that I will slowly add to my storage system. Or to my drawer system, because everything from this gray ender chest is going directly into my drawers. So we can also add this guy, I believe. It has amber blocks. Yeah, we can add that. And basically the green one is for the miners. This one's for the miners. This is for the mob drops. This is for my ender pouch, which I also want to add this guy as an importer. I think it's just gonna be an importer. I think it can be just an importer. I think I have one. I do not. Importer. I might have one in here, I think. Yeah, importer, stack, speed. And I need some more speed upgrades, but I can make those in between cuts here. But let's say ender chest, you can go right here. We're gonna take this off. Then add an importer here. So, and then give you the stack and the speed. And the crystals here, I am gonna slowly add to my storage, because I already have a few here, and we can just add them in. And as soon as more are made, we can just move them around if we need to, but stuff like that. So yeah, let me continue on with designing more rooms. I need to still add, I think I have the basalts left, the witches, and the wither skeletons. So that's 3 more, and then I'm gonna have 3 more open. And I don't know where I want to put some stuff. I think I want to put, oh, also the cursed earth. That's what we have as well. The cursed earth's purple-ish. It's black, actually. And you possibly hear some noise from the outside. They're mowing lawns, I think, outside. Mowing the grass. But yeah, let me figure out where I want to put some other stuff, and I'm going to show you once it's done. I got the witch spawner in, and also the wither skeleton spawner is all set up. And the witch spawner is just the standard, and it should be spawning witches. I don't know why there is none right at, oh, there they are. Of course, it's a bit slow. And over here, I have this wireless redstone transmitter that is transmitting to all of these mob fans that have an area of up here, like so. And they work through blocks, which is neat. So I can actually just power this, and then all the wither skeletons get pushed to the center to that mob crusher. Except for that guy, apparently, who is stuck on a corner, and he's gonna get moved and then die. Okay, sweet. And the mob crusher, well, actually I need a Dubstropus reveal. The mob crusher is up here with, oh god, they hurt. It has looting, sharpness, and beheading upgrades. And then the items are outputted from this absorption hopper into the ender chest here. I think this absorption hopper is keeping up, kind of, possibly. I don't know if they really need to add like speed upgrades or something. Let me see. I'm in the center here. Oh, my magnet is picking everything up. Let's put all of the things in here and see if it keeps up. I think it outputs 1 of each items, so I think it should be good. Don't think it should have any problems. Once we upgrade it though, we are gonna need to change it to a conduit and have, even right now it looks like it's kind of struggling. Yeah, it's definitely struggling. Okay, let's do this. Let's go over here, turn this off for the second, take this, and it's gonna go inside of here. And then we're gonna grab a conduit, and I don't think I have speed upgrades on me, but we can grab a conduit, say extract always active, and put this onto here, and then say insert. And we need to go get up a few of things. Speed. And then add like 3, I think should be fine. And then if we turn it on, then go underneath here again. Yeah, it looks like it's keeping up. I'm actually just gonna add full 15, just because we're gonna upgrade it eventually, and I don't want to forget to add that, because then we can have lots and lots of entities building up. I'm still spawning chickens. That I don't think I really need to spawn any more chickens. But how much feathers we have? 3,000 feathers. Well, I don't have anything really different to spawn right now, so we can just spawn chickens. The next spawner that I need to set up is the basalts, which is the last one. And I also need to set up the cursed earth. Basically, the cursed earth, I wanted to kill them in the same way I'm killing those guys. So we need to add a center block here. We need the mob grinder thingy. Do I have another block of any type? I do. So we need that guy. I need to nom on some melon juice, like so. And then we need those upgrades over here. And then we can set up basically the same thing. And And I have these lamps down here that I want to turn on and off automatically, and I don't want to do it in the center because it's going to obstruct the conduits and stuff that I have in the middle. So we are going to turn them on like so. And we need just to set this to green, I believe. Yep. Okay. And let me set all of this up, and then we're going to convert it to cursor together. I'm pretty sure I have everything set up, so we can do that and see if it reaches all the way. It does. The mobs aren't spawning, which is great. And if we turn the lights off, we should see mob spawning. Awesome. I totally didn't set up the fans. Well, these guys will despawn in like a minute, I think, or 30 seconds or so. I need the mob fans. I got the lamps in there and the wiring and the fans as well. And the wiring is kind of weird for all of that. I think I had redstone lamps before I changed it for the black lamps because the cursed earth is kind of black and it looks cool. But I have this redstone transmitter transmitting to all of the fans, and then I have this redstone torch here. Oh, I get stuck in all the fans. I'm gonna show you from far away. On both sides with wireless transmitters powering the redstone lamps, and the challenge here is kind of the area of the fans. It like sometimes when you place the fans right away, if they don't have a clear area, they don't work if they're obstructed by something, which is what happened before when I had some conduits over there, I think, around going around and stuff. But I think they just have to have a free like blocks in the front where it pushes, I guess. So that kind of works on all of them. And we just turn it on and off like so. Over here, I can eventually just move this redstone transmitter somewhere, and we can have like a control panel with a button. Possibly like that side, or possibly somewhere up there. We can just turn it on and off. And I can turn that on and off. I have this ender chest here where I am checking for things that I need to void. So let me turn it off for a second. There's a zombie in there, that's fine. Let me grab the redstone lamps, the brown lamps that I don't need right now. The redstone, the torches I don't need. The conduit I don't need. Agon can go in there and so forth. Redstone, torches, levers. Anything else from here? Okay, so then what I do is I go over here. I set this to active with signal. I grab this filter. And in this filter, I have two filters, which are these two, basically. And one just has the bows and stuff, and the other one has armor. So we can just go in here and grab, let's say, the revolver and the 2 pieces of gold armor that we got. And we can add the gold. We're still eventually going to get a chest plate and some pants for the gold. And then we have regen, instant health, and wither potions, which we can add to here. Wither, instant health, and regen. And we can toss those in there. Then we can grab the third item filter and just update this. Boom. And boom. And if we go down here now, add this guy, which I think is the big one. Yep. Add this guy into here and then say extract always active. We can see all of the stuff disappears, and this crystal needs to be tossed up top into the storage drawers, which are getting full, slowly but surely. And I'm glad I put this many up because I think we're eventually going to fill a bunch of them. We're possibly going to have some gaps somewhere, but yeah, it should be good. So the last spawner that I have, and dead Enderman head. Why are you here? It's possibly this guy ran out of power or something. That's okay. We can toss it in the ender chest right here. And we can also toss this in here. Oh, I forgot to add the revolver to the filter. Okay, I'll do that in between here. I'll just add it here and then go copy that. But I needed the basalts next, and I'm glad I left quite a bit, 2 extra spots, because we can get some other stuff for possibly I want to make thankful dinners, which could be neat instead of going straight for the nano beacon and getting saturation, because that could be an interesting project to work on just as a project. And I think it should be cool. Now that I think about it, I should have possibly added those 2 on the corners, and then I would have everything else blank. Oh god. Why do I do this to myself? I might move those if I feel like it. I don't know. Possibly not. I care too much about little things. That's annoying part. Okay, so the basalts are kind of, if we look at basalts, They're kind of brown, grayish kind of block. So I'm gonna look for one of those. Yeah, that's gonna be perfect because we have the brown there for the wisps, and we can add the brown here for the basalts, and then possibly a blue something and a white something for the other ones, which should be neat. So my world keeps crashing. It is due to the mob masher because it's a ticking block entity, and it is really weird. But I'm gonna go into MC Edit and try and remove it if I can, and hopefully we get it working till the next episode. If not, I have a backup from today, from like an hour and a half ago, I think. I don't know if I have the mob masher in there, but if I do, I'm gonna try and remove it as fast as I can before the world crashes, because something goes wrong with some sort of mob and then it crashes basically. So I want to thank you all for watching. I am hoping you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, you should hit the like button, consider subscribing to see new videos, support me on Patreon to play with me on a vanilla server, and I will see you all in the next episode. Have a great one. Bye-bye.